So you are interested in South Padre Island. I am excited to give you a quick overview of where we are, how to get here, and a glimpse of everything that this beautiful island has to offer. There's so much to explore, and I love sharing all the amazing things about our island, so let's get started.
Here's a Google map I love to use so you can see where we are. Here's a rough outline of Texas. Texas is situated off the Gulf of Mexico. South Padre Island is at the very southern, extreme southern tip of Texas. So we're down there, and we are going to get a little bit closer. You can see that we are a stunning barrier island. We've got the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the Laguna Madre, the Intercoastal Waterway. And so we've got bay fishing, deep sea fishing. We've got lots of rich culture. We're on the border of Mexico. You can see that's the Rio Grande River. Some say South Padre Island is one of the best kept secrets of Texas. I do agree.
South Padre Island is 34 miles long with about 10 to 12 miles of paved highway. South Padre Island is an active, vibrant resort community as well as habitat for 16 wildlife species with federal or state conservation status. We'll dive more into that on some upcoming videos. Our population is counted at 2,030 for 2024. Yet, annually, we have over 7 million visitors to our island. To give that some context, let's think about Houston, which has been ranked as the 4th most populous city in the US, and it alone has 2,314,000, something like that. So we have more than 2 Houstons coming to visit us every year. Our average temperature varies from 55 degrees to 90 degrees, rarely above 93 or under 41. Our water temperature is typically over 70 degrees. We are surrounded by water. To the west is the Laguna Madre, which is our bay and intercoastal waterway, and to the east is the Gulf of Mexico. One of the things that our island is known for is our beautiful calm sea. We have water sports galore: paddleboarding, kayaking, jet skiing, surfing, boating, fishing, and lots of kiteboarding. We have winds at certain times of the year that our kiteboarders love.
I want to show you this Google Earth map here again because it highlights the continental shelf. You can see the Gulf of Mexico out here with the deep waters, and here we are, South Padre Island at this dot. Let's get a little closer and we can measure from here on the island, actually at the jetties, out to the start of the drop-off is 45 nautical miles. As you can see, it's a shorter trip out there, out to that drop-off for us than most of these other coastal Texas waterfront cities. So when we're heading out for deep sea fishing, you can make your way out to the deep waters like we talked about, or you can head about 13 miles northeast from the jetties. And this is where the Rio Grande Valley Reef is, and it's better known as the RGV Reef. Every year we host some incredible tournaments, including the largest in August, which is the TIFT, or the Texas International Fishing Tournament.
South Padre Island is about 45 nautical miles to the start of the continental shelf from the jetties. You may also decide to head northeast from the jetties and go towards the Rio Grande Valley Reef, known as the RGV Reef. South Padre Island is home to a fascinating artificial reef, which it's about 13 miles, as I mentioned, northeast of the jetties, and it is teeming with fish, primarily red snapper. It is also a popular spot for scuba diving. Stay tuned. I really would love to dive deeper into exploring this amazing 1,650-acre reef, which is off our shores in the Gulf of Mexico. So how do you get to South Padre Island? We have two airports nearby. One which is about 30 minutes closer than the other, but both are relatively close. Brownsville International Airport or the Harlingen Valley International Airport. Driving to the island, you will come through Port Isabel, which is where you have your Walmart and your H-E-B grocery store. But then to get onto the island, you'll take the Queen Isabella Causeway. The Queen Isabella Memorial Causeway is located on State 100 and crosses over the Laguna Madre and the Intercoastal Waterway. This bridge was designed in 1971 and then constructed in 1974. The causeway connects Port Isabel to South Padre Island. It has a total length of about 2.6 miles and a width of 68 feet. It's 2 lanes in each direction. The top deck height is about 80 feet high clearance, of course, depending on the tide. Queen Isabella Causeway cost about $12 million to construct, and it has previously held the longest causeway in Texas title. Once you're on the island, you can turn south towards the jetties. If you head north from the causeway, you could head up about 10 miles or so, and this is where the paved road ends. After that, it's all sand dunes and beaches. So where do people live on our spectacular island? We have condominiums and homes along both the beachfront and the bayfront, and then on the interior lots. The distance from the bay to the beach can vary, but it's less than 2 miles wide. To get around our island, you will have a rental car or use the Island Metro bus, which is at a nominal fee and runs from about 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Golf carts may also be driven down our main street, which is Highway 100. One of the big pluses of our beaches is that the cars are not allowed on the beach until you hit access 5 and 6, and they may only then head north away from the city. We do have public beach access, which runs from the south of the island to the north. There can be limited parking at each access point, but most beachside homes on the interior streets allow for you to walk directly to the beach. Remember, our island is only 2 miles wide. The speed limit on our island is between 30 and 35 miles an hour. You're at the beach, friends, so it's time to slow down. You will get pulled over. There are many more treasures on South Padre Island. We have a very active rescue community and dolphin watching, an upcoming historical museum, just to mention a few. I'll have upcoming videos exploring our island on the topics of both real estate and in general. Hit subscribe so you won't miss a single one. That about sums up our discussion of South Padre Island today. This is Denise. I'm signing off from the shores of South Padre Island and look forward to seeing you next time.